Yeah. We were born three from different fathers. None of our fathers married our mother. I don't even know my mom. But I was just told that she was just like my sister. Because we were born three guys and one girl. And this girl was the firstborn. So I was just told that our mom was just like our sister. At the age of 10, I remember when I was in primary 3, I had to drop out from school and I was living at the village of Kalombe. I had to leave to drop out from school and went into Zomba to search for a job. This was so because we were forced to stay, 3 of us, in one house. None of our parents and our relatives could actually take us. Our elder sister then was 13 years. She got forced to get married at the age of 14. So she was supposed to keep myself as the second born and our youngest brother. You can imagine, at 14 years, taking that responsibility, keeping her 2 brothers. So it was too hard for her. So myself, as a man, at the age of 10, I left out. I went to Zomba, known as Jari, to search for a job. I went there with my friend. My friend was also somewhere 10 or 11, if I'm not wrong. We used to be good friends then. And he had mom, he had dad. So we left out, went to Zomba Jali. We started searching for a job. Lucky enough, we found a job. One man was a cabas operator. Took us to his 4th wife. It was like a gift to her wife. He said, I brought you these guys that should be helping you in the cultivating. So we stayed there for 3 months, short. If I'm not wrong, our salary was 7,000. So we had to leave there because the environment was not good for us. Went back because it was very far from the Jari Trading Center. It was typical in the village. So when we reached at the Jari Trading Center, my friend and I had to make a decision. My friend said, I'm going back because I have mom, I have dad. But I said, I'm not going back because if I go back, I don't have anywhere to stay there. I can't even stay at my sister's place. So I had to go and search another job because I knew going back to the village, I'll make my problems worse. So that time I forgot about school. Mind you, I was in standard 3. So I walked again from Jari Trading, that is in Zomba, those of you who knows Jari, to somewhere called 9 Miles. I walked and I was there. Lucky enough, I got employed with this family. My job was to raise goats, but then I was also being asked to go to the garden, something which was not at the contract, but I had no choice, I had to do that. So I stayed there for more than a year, and then I was sacked, and I was sacked at around 5, if not 6 p.m. So I couldn't even also go back village, my home village. By all means, I was supposed to also to get another job because I had nowhere to stay. Mind you, this time I forgot about school. That was somewhere around 1995, 96. So I had to proceed to town. I've never been in town before. I was just hearing that there's town, but I've never been in any town in my life. So from 9 Miles, Zomba town. Lucky enough, this family, may God bless them, if they're still alive, they gave me something, they gave me money. They did not just ask me, they gave me all my benefits. So I boarded the minibus. I went to town. Mind you, I've never been in town anymore than before. So I arrived in Zomba town at the airport, somewhere around 7. When I was there, being the first day to be in town, first day to be in Zomba, I'm in town, first day to be at the airport, I was very surprised because everything I saw there was very new. And I was actually, thank God, I had no, I couldn't even be afraid of anything. I started searching jobs right away. At the same time, at 7, I could ask anyone. Mind in town, there are people, the maskins, you know, a lot of boys there. But myself, when I was in town at the depot, I started searching for a job. Anyone I could ask, I want a job, I want a job. People could call me mad because I not ask job like at that time, but 7 to 8. So I almost asked everyone. Lucky enough, somewhere around past 9, a certain woman, I think was traveling from Lilong. He got out from the bus. Then I asked her as well. She showed interest. Why are you asking job this time? So I had to explain my whole story, where I'm coming from. So she was touched. She trusted me. That was risky for her because at night taking a child in town, you know, it's risky. She trusted me. She picked me I'm in her house at Tindola. So I stayed there. I slept there. Tomorrow morning, I started a job. Started selling samosa mpunga mugonzi out. So I did that. So this was the genesis of my entrepreneurial skill. This day, when I started having interest, is when the interest for me to be an entrepreneur started. This day, I remember she gave me samosa of about the 2,000 something, if I'm not wrong. So I went to Zomba town. I started selling. So I've been doing that. I stayed there, I think, for 4 months. Something went wrong, bad happened. Then I went to Zomba police training, so you know the lines there. I got a job there. I started selling mandas. From there, I went to Kamuzu barracks. I mean Kobe barracks. Certain family, Mr. Mari. Thank you very much. They actually accommodated me. They employed me selling mandas again. So I want to tell you before I proceed, one thing. Those guys you see in the streets, those guys they took the bucket, the selling mandas. Don't look down upon them. Some of them, they will make very prosperous. They will be prosperous. They'll be giants. They will rule. I was one of them. I was one of them in town, Zomba. I was the one who, I mean, in the bucket, the mandasi, or Mandana, I mean, Mujam in there, down in Much. I never remember down in Mandasi, Gama, Saina Maziajan, those guys, Musamang neighbors. I was one of them. That's where I'm coming from. And this interest to start in motivating people is coming from there. Because I'm coming from down. I've seen life. I've seen health. You haven't seen anything. You know your mom. And I've never had that chances. So when I'm motivating, I'm coming from that background, going through what I went through, and I don't want any of my my youth values to go through what I went through. This is why at my house I have 11 people. I'm keeping 11 people. My sister I've told you about is late now. She left 5 children. The youngest one had 14 years. Then I'll say, in my house, 5 of them. There's a good house. I built a good house for her. Because I went through hell, I went through tough time. The senior phone is on one of these that are moments. So all of them, I have 4 kids, and they none have 4. Then my sister 5. My wife and I, 11 people in my house. So the point I'm making here is don't look down. We now go to the low for a one advance. Gusa Mandasana, Jamarian, Gusa Mandasa, neighbors. And I'm coming from there. And today, I call myself a successful person because looking at where I'm coming from. So, Enacha, I'm not to middle of Gusin Mandas. Sango to me die, I'm a car of Punzia. Next time, as I said, now that is experience gain of any job. So from there, and I started explaining my delegates and come on and most of the time I call them Kumajasa now. And the end their problems. The same thing. You find a gonna number of 15,000, 20,000, and they put a money with a so I always encourage them, and I'm a good friend of Vanyamaranga. If it's whatever, and I call them a very good friend of them. But most of the time, so my motivation, and target people, Angola. The people, they want to be somewhere else, not in Hakura. That's why I'm being a from there. It's when now I develop the spirit of helping others. That is spirit, and I feel good when I see someone upcheatable. A good example, I'll give you one of the guys. I managed to get around some other times. I had to sit down with Majazana. He told me, I gave him a plan, and you can't believe that guy now is driving his own car. He's having a very good shop from me. So I know where to start. I know who to call a fancy, put a way I know that run, because I've gone through that. So Muzindi says that if you find one of the videos that I make, one of the posts that I put, which is not in line with you, just pass it by. But there are people whom I feel this is very much intended now. So I am such a person. That you can pass. When my brother from another mother came in, went back to school. I just stayed with him, I think, I did 2 years. From there, I went back to Kasondeka. So when I was writing my certificate for Standard 8, I was staying alone at Jari again. My reason to do so in the bit of boarding school. Like enough was selected to be a Mungu Secondary School. From Mungu Secondary School, even when I was at secondary school, I was still doing some businesses. So I want to encourage you guys, you can do it, you can make it. Nobody can stop you. You need to understand, you need to identify who you are. And if you're good, you're fine. Because that should define you. Should be able to make decisions. Because you'll not be able to make a decision. Because for you to make a decision, you need to go through tough times. Tough times create strong men, and strong men create easy time. But unfortunately, easy time create weak people. So if you are going through easy time, be careful. You can become a weak person. But if you are going through tough time, you are lucky. You become a strong man. So that's why I always say, don't give your children easy times. Sometimes they can become weak. I am not a weak person, I'm a strong man because I was raised in tough times. So I want you guys to be tough. You're going through tough times, don't worry. Those tough times, those tough moments, that's what will make you a strong man. When you become a strong man, you create an easy time. Unfortunately, easy time creates a weak man. So I don't want you, my fellow youth, to be weak. I know you're going through a tough time. Take that tough time, take that pain, use it as a fuel for you to be a strong man.